Hey, everybody. Thanks for dropping by. And this is going to be a good time. I am Kevin of The Kevin Show. And I'm talking to my good friend, Nick Thacker, who is a very busy, too busy author and other things. And we have no plans, no script, and no idea what we're doing. We're here to distract you. So we're going to play a little intro real quick, and then I'll come back afterward to introduce Nick and get going. So hold your seat. Did that come back? There we are. Sorry about that. I don't know what happened there. Everything kind of dropped out.
We
went to black, and I thought it was the end. Well, that's been our show, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. So,
good work on that intro.
I love the intro. I know it's cheesy. It's something I whipped up in I think I spent a total of 10 minutes on it, but that's been this entire thing. This is literally something I put together. Nick, you were there live.
When I watched it happen. I watched from idea to whatever this is. I've watched the entire process.
In like 5 minutes, I said to you, I'd love to do a show called The Kevin Show and just do whatever. It's not about anything. It's not about writing, which if you're tuning in and you don't know, I'm an author. Nick's an author. We both write archaeological thrillers. And I just was tired of bad news, tired of like all the doom and gloom and negativity, and thought, it'd be kind of fun to just do something for everybody, for me, for Nick, for everybody, that's just fun and silly and weird. And we have no idea where it's going to go. So it's going to be kind of fun to discover it. So, and I've got Nick here. Nick, you graciously volunteered to be my first guest on the show.
Volunteers tribute.
I may not always have a guest. I don't know how this is going to work yet. Everybody say hello to WPF Spidey, by the way. Yeah, I know, man. I don't know. I mean, this could go on past quarantine. It could. This isn't going to last. I mean, the whole pandemic hopefully is not going to last forever. So this could keep. Who knows? We could be striking off something new here.
Who knows?
I see you're wearing the shirt.
Official.
That's official Kevin merchandise. I need to, man. I didn't put together. I don't. This is literally, folks. We did this. I did this last night. In the span of like an hour, put everything together so that we could just do this today. So I need to have like a store, like buy the Heh shirt in whatever color you want. I have links for it. I just don't have it handy.
But you already built the store.
I did. I have a storefront, but I don't have the link handy. That's how little I promote. I am terrible at the promotion side. But
you just call
so
it the Heh
I was
show.
watching the Heh show. I missed an opportunity there. I've been watching like Kimmel and Jonathan Oliver. Is that his name? No.
John Oliver. Yeah.
John Oliver and Colbert and all those.
Yeah.
And they're all doing their like talk shows, their late night shows and everything from home, right? And I'm like,
that's right.
I've seen vlogs with more production quality. It's like these guys are professionals and they're like wearing sweatpants and, they got their kids illustrating stuff. What do you got going?
I got my sweatpants.
PJs? Here's the thing for me. None of this has impacted the flow of my life really much at all. If anything, I got busier.
That's
like everybody else.
I mean, yeah, this whole quarantine, it's like, well, all right, America, now you get to live like a full-time writer. So enjoy.
Enjoy. The poverty, the anxiety, the
crippling anxiety every night.
Crisis
the realization that your kids are going to wake you up every day the same time, and you're going to have to figure out how to entertain him all day long. That's really more my wife's problem than mine, but
holy crap, I've been living in a pandemic for the past 15 years.
That's right. Yeah, pretty much. Exactly. No, stop.
Stuck in the house all the time. Never know. So that my wardrobe, my pandemic wardrobe is the same thing I've worn every day for most of my adult life, which is like cargo shorts and a t-shirt. This time, because my Hess shirt was dirty. Hold on, can you see this? This is my mouse rat shirt.
I see it. That's good. It's a good side backup shirt. My Instagram manager has been on me for wearing the same shirt every day, so I had to change into this one. My Instagram manager is my wife too, by the way.
Okay.
My social media account management professional expert, whatever her title is now.
Yeah, that's I need to throw some bones her way just to maybe she can up my Instagram game.
I wouldn't count on it. I have to pay her in sex. And,
well, okay.
let's just say that's why not a lot of stuff gets done on Instagram.
I rarely bargain with contractors on their terms, so if that's the way it's got to go. Yes, Kara. I've been kind of recruiting Kara to do some stuff for me, but then she went and kept her role at Office Depot. So I'm out my built-in assistant now.
Well, you'll get her. You guys are going on the road soon.
Theoretically,
it's my birthday present to me. You're leaving on my birthday.
Theoretically.
Hypotheoretically.
Yeah. I don't think that's happening. And you guys are supposed to go to Hawaii today.
I keep getting my watch is like, hey, Delta Airlines, you're probably going to miss that flight.
Yes. By about
gonna miss that flight.
6 months.
Yeah, it was going to be a whole day of travel. We were going to leave here, go to, I think it was through Seattle and then Oakland and then Hilo and then be there for a week and then back. And none of that's happening now, but that's okay. It's fine. If that's the worst thing that happens to us in this whole thing, then we're okay. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, it's not like you weren't moving there, right? You were just going to like house.
Yeah, this was just going to check out neighborhoods, meet the realtor, get some feet on the ground, and everything's closed. They're not even realtors are doing video walkthroughs now instead.
Yeah.
So, there wouldn't be anything to do there. Our Airbnb would have been open, or they would have allowed us in. But we would have basically just been quarantined there. So, and we were worried about getting stuck there for 14 days, the quarantine that they're trying to, they can't really enforce it, but, if they tried to arrest us or something, that wouldn't be fun. Being arrested in a third world country,
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Being arrested, period. I'm against it.
I'm generally against it.
That's not my hobby of choice.
Now, if I had to, it would probably be the Bernie Madoff style of federal prison.
Yeah.
I hear that's pretty sweet, but
yes.
It saves money in taxes at least. Get arrested
prison
like that.
With yacht privileges.
Yes, right.
Yes, that's the way I want to go. No matter what I'm arrested for, I'm going to kindly request white collar prison. And judges are notorious for, being attentive to your needs and your desires.
So, what's the plan then? If you don't get out of here by April 6th, what changes for you?
For us. So here's the thing: we have a deadline either way. Although I think we could probably fudge around it, but this apartment that we've been renting, we are out of our lease on April 6th. That's our last day. So that's what's made this really, really kind of interesting. And by interesting, I mean like stressful to the point of bleeding through my pores at times, because we've been packing and moving stuff to storage, and on top of everything, with the first intention was we're going to power through this, and then we're going to get into the RV, and then that's going to be our release. We're out in the world, travel. The world is our front yard, and then when they start slowly clamping down on everything we could do, we realized that we're going to have a backup plan. So we're staying with our folks who are graciously letting us camp out in the upstairs of their home. So
you guys, you worst case, you guys will be okay. You just be there a little longer than you expected. And
yeah, we worry because we don't want to like bring in contamination or something.
Well, totally. Yeah, there's definitely reasons to worry that are legitimate, and and reasons to worry that are not legitimate. And I think as a writer, you know this full well. It seems like we pick the things to worry about, not based on merit, but based on availability.
No, yeah, exactly. What do you got?
So, like, I've known you now for 5-6 years or whatever, and you bought a house, you sold a house, you bought an RV, you're trying to sell an RV, you bought an apartment, you sold an apartment. You're making steps. You're like 2 steps forward, 1 step back because of the worry of what's going to be the next step, right? So for you, this is the final. You know what? We're doing this shit. It's going to happen, and there's a lot to worry about. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get all the things to worry about. Just going to start worrying.
Yeah.
It's got to be.
I invent stuff to worry about.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
That's the trouble of being a fiction author.
As if we don't have enough stuff that's real to worry about. We take things that we're not worried about and make them things to worry about.
And they're way more impactful on me. The stuff I make up has caused any health issue I have is caused by the stuff I imagined instead of stuff that actually happened. I have had entire feuds with people who barely knew I existed because I imagined if they said this, I would say this. And then it just escalated from there.
Yeah.
Like
that's always a fun one, isn't it?
The life of an author. So I almost forgot we had like people watching and we got comments and stuff. So
we got comments and stuff, man.
We got a few people saying hello. We got Faye and Louise and my good friend Carrie Dodson. I'll say hello. Hello, Kevin and guest Nick.
Guest Nick.
Whoa, Carrie's at Camping World buying a camper. How's that working out?
Did you buy through Camper World?
I bought one through Holiday World, and
Holiday World. That's what it was.
I would advise Carrie. Now, I wouldn't necessarily buy from those guys unless you just desperately need it.
Unless you want more things to worry about, Carrie, I would recommend.
Not to discourage you, but I mean, we got pretty screwed by Holiday World. Camping World, not so much, except for a couple of like we put our RV into Camping World to have an oil change and got it back 7 months later. So just know that those are not the best places to take your vehicle. Skip the warranty, Carrie. Skip it. Don't buy the extended warranty. It's not going to cover you for anything they tell you it's going to cover you for. Not a good investment. Will Ferrick says, I like the concept of this. I don't watch TV very much. Just love to read since retired. So hello from Henley, Texas. So hello, Will.
It's probably worth telling Will that since he doesn't watch TV much, this is pretty much what TV's devolved into.
This has become TV.
This is literally probably the best TV, best production value you're going to find.
It's really funny, though. I'm watching Colbert and those guys, and they're doing this. Like, this is what they're doing with lower production quality, by the way.
It's lower production quality. And the best part, so I watched the Trevor Noah one about going to Hawaii, which is great.
Yeah.
Like he still pauses for jokes as if the studio audience were there, and it was really awkward the first couple times.
They're all doing that.
Yeah, they're all doing it. It's ingrained in them, right? They're just trying to figure out what to do.
But you can't blame them. But I mean, like you said,
I can blame them. I can blame them.
That's a habit and a reef now.
I blame
that. Pause for jokes makes that really incredibly awkward.
Let's start doing that. But let's pause for jokes, like when we're not telling a joke.
Like when? Like what?
Exactly.
Pause for.
Well done.
Exactly.
We're on the same page, man. This is
we are like fun. This.
Who else is in here? Doug Pratt. What's up, man?
Yeah, man. We got and I'm gonna just butcher this. Ashap. Is that right?
You're seeing something I'm not seeing.
Yeah, I'm definitely seeing stuff you're not seeing. So be very glad you're not going through Seattle. But maybe these are in the wrong sequence. But you can never leave. Hotel California and Hilo. Hello from Scotland, from Eleanor.
On a dark desert highway.
It looks like video keeps crapping out too. So I'm sorry if you guys keep losing us.
That's no fun.
Hi to all. Happy days. Just working from home like everyone else. That's from
Alyssa Stork Dollinger says you're not in the bathroom or bathtub. I feel lied to.
Yes.
How long have these people been following us, Kevin? Because I feel like they trust us.
Well, Alyssa,
I feel like they think we're not going to live stream every moment.
Yeah, Alyssa's one of my Draft to Digital folks. So she's the power behind the scenes for a lot of our webinars.
Oh, nice.
So she makes things go. Like the
Kevin
Packlids in
sees
Star
beyond what
Trek.
mortal men
He
see.
said, making a joke.
I feel like you've stacked this whole thing with a bunch of people that are just going to toot your horn. Josh Hayes won't. He's just going to say he's going to call you out. He's going to say yo. You're lying to us.
Oh, Roland Denzel, awkward. I don't know if he's calling us awkward or the guys on the professionals who are on television. Here's what I think, though. This is what I think. So they're used to that live audience, getting that live feedback, and the vloggers and podcasters, guys like us, and the folks on YouTube.
Don't call me a vlogger. How dare you?
You're not a vlogger, but we're used to we have to fill the void, like fill that silence, both in our soul and in the audio track. Like we know we're having to. He's referring to both of us, Roland is. He's referring to us and the guys on TV. We are all awkward. Let's see. How is our culture going to change when all this is over? What do you think? What do you think it's going to be?
Well, you heard it here first, folks. I came up with this quote a couple weeks ago when this was happening. Cancel culture, canceled culture.
I remember.
That's how it's going to change. We're going to reinvent a lot of things. I think that's going to be one way. We're going to see some differences. And
as horrible as I think things could get, and I pray that nothing does get horrible, but
can't say pray on live TV, man.
I can say what I want. This is America. I have this hopeful vision that, because I think there's an opportunity here, especially for content creators, right? I'm not going to shift into my content creator / author / speaker mode necessarily, but I think people who create stuff like this or write books or make video games like you make, all the stuff that we do, I think suddenly there's going to be a big market for all that. But I think there's also going to be some innovations and changes to that, and in the way we work, the way education works. I mean, I can see it coming. I think this forced us to reevaluate how we were doing things.
It did, man. And I think there's probably more gradations between these, but there's a short term and a long term for this. And I think, you're right. The long term, we're going to be a more pluralistic society for better or worse. We're going to be a more global economy for, in my opinion, mostly better, but for better and worse. But then the short term is we're going to see all kinds of bullshit things like all these meetings we thought we had to have in person. We now realize can be done not in person.
Like that New Yorker cartoon. Do you remember that?
I didn't see that one, but you were telling me there was a video, right? The lady who's she's taking a pee and well,
there is that
video.
That's a whole other thing.
That's a whole other thing.
What we're seeing is the birth of many, many lawsuits, I think, but also, people are they're not used to being watched while they're doing this stuff. They're not used to like this. The video was a lady on a multi-person chat on Zoom who needed to go take a pee. So she took her laptop with her and then she placed it on the floor with a wide angle of her on the toilet. And then when she realized what was happening, she quickly turned it off, but it was far too late. But here's the thing. One of those jerks posted that online because it's making the rounds. The cartoon, the New Yorker cartoon was, they're usually not all that funny, but this one was kind of funny because it was like, somebody sitting there in their bathrobe in front of their television or their television. See, this is how old I am. Their computer, and this sort of stark realization, like, oh my God, that really could have been an email.
Could have been
emails. Well,
that's where I think we're going with this, man. I think again, going back to like the long term is, at least in the world that you and I are in, talking about a lot. I've been touting this since you and I had a podcast, that I think we are on the cusp of an artificial intelligence revolution. And before anyone thinks what I'm saying is some Skynet, like Terminator crap, I'm talking about like the artificial general intelligence of recommendation engines, things like Kindle, actually knowing, again, because the data is there, right? Like Kindle already knows, if you guys read on a Kindle at night, it knows when you read, it knows how long you read before you fall asleep. And so therefore the next obvious step for me, the logical leap is they're going to be able to advertise to you certain books that fit your reading criteria because, hey, you read on the subway every day for an hour and a half. Here's a book that's an hour and a half long based on your reading
just
speed.
Keep in mind, it knows when you've slowed down for the naughty bits.
It knows all the things. So I think we're going to see some of that start to be, coming to market a little sooner than it would have because people are doing more of the technological interaction, right? Yeah. My family and I we're trying to get outside and go on hikes and everything. We've done all of like one of those, but the idea is there. Yeah. The problem is we're sort of all forced to be inside, and there's nothing wrong with that except we're finding new ways to interact, right? Yeah,
that's the realization I keep having is I think about it like, well, I guess if worse comes worse, we could still go travel, live off the land, off grid somewhere, but that's sort of things restricted right now too. So it's really It's interesting. It's interesting. I don't know where it's going, but
hey, Will Flora just joined.
Oh, hey,
Will.
I haven't talked to him since forever.
It's been forever.
His podcast. He's got his
the robot. Yeah. I don't know.
Will pop in and tell us. Cheryl.
He's got extra time now because his guitar broke.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Not during the apocalypse.
What up? Yeah, his guitar, a little paneling in the back popped off. I saw an Instagram post. He was not happy.
Yeah. That's unfortunate.
That's why I don't own expensive things, Will.
You were supposed to bring your ukulele.
Dude, I always have my ukulele.
Did you want to play something?
You want me to play something?
Play something. Real short. Do something short.
Wait. I'm so unprepared for this.
I'm so unprepared.
I didn't have sleeves long enough, but no, it's right here. You like that? There it is.
Do it.
You should play the.
I will not attempt to sing along because it's off sync. Because
that'll just make it better.
I wonder.
Play the one song that all the ukulelists.
Yeah.
The only one that we all know, right?
I'm not going to do it.
You should.
You want me to stop feeling
You know that song, right?
You gotta sing it all. It was on my side.
Over the rainbow, way up high.
I'm gonna do interpretive dance while you do that.
And the dreams that you dream of once in a lullaby. Oh, somewhere over the rainbow, bluebirds fly. Something like that, right?
Yeah.
And the dreams that you dream of, dreams really do come true. Ooh, someday I wish upon a star, wake up where the clouds are far behind me. With trouble melts. Yeah, I got my uke right here.
I think that's fantastic, man. I've been wanting to put you on the spot to do that for a long time. I'm gonna try to have a musical guest every week on the show.
All right, guys, I'll be here every week, I guess.
You can be my Paul.
I'll be your stand-in. Yeah, I'll be your Paul.
You can be my Paul.
I'll just get really close to the microphone and be like, whenever you make a joke.
There you go.
Wait, what do we say we're going to do when you tell a joke? Or when we not tell a joke? We're just going to have a long, awkward, what do they call it? A pregnant pause?
Here we go. Hold on.
Okay.
You can be my Paul.
Okay, I'll be your Paul.
No. Yes. Hey, Roland gave us a couple of claps. Roland gave us a clap.
Ukulele karaoke.
Bingo. So, yes. How did we sound at first? Because there was a kind of I thought we were in sync there for a minute. This isn't easy to do this kind of thing. Did you see the thing? I sent a link in Facebook on Fallon's show where they did "Stuck in the Middle with You."
I didn't see that one.
You see that? Oh, you got to see it because they actually.
Sorry, I work for a living. This isn't just paid vacation for me like everyone else in America.
It's research. I was researching things you can do Zoom, man, because they actually had, we've seen this kind of thing before, but each musician recorded their bit.
You're right, and then you kind of sync it all up.
Sync it all
there's
up.
no way they're doing that live. I mean, there's just going to be latency
no
issues. I've been trying to figure it out though, because it'd be fun.
Yeah,
actually, so one of the companies that I wanted to start back, like I don't know, it was a college or whatever. I was thinking about some sort of like live online recording studio type thing, and now they have it, but it's not quite live. Somebody's already done that, but I thought of it first, man. That was my idea. My other idea that I really want to still, I think could still be a big thing. I know I've told you before, but the world needs to know.
This
Kevin.
list.
It's the shower tower.
Yeah, I have
the tower.
Yeah, I got a million ideas that became reality before I ever had a chance to make them reality. That's just the way life is. Zeitgeist of the moment. That's what they call it. I remember I was telling somebody this last night, like when the television, it was either the radio or the television. I think maybe it was radio. When the radio was invented,
was that a thing?
It's this thing.
It's
like MP3
without. Yeah.
It's magic, dude. It's like MP3s over the air. It's like if you took an MP3 and combined it with cellular technology. But there was at the time this race to invent the radio, but no one knew they were in it. Like everyone who was working on a patent had no idea that anyone else was working on one. And then all of a sudden, all these patents for radio started appearing around the same time. And there's this idea of the zeitgeist of the moment, that you've got, the right thing, the right idea comes along at the right time, and everyone sort of gloms onto it. I think it's like a universal consciousness thing personally, but could be explained by any manner of more logical explanations. So
all of that was over my head though, because I'm a millennial and I don't understand what radio is.
Yeah, I know. Well, all you need to know is that it killed the video star. No, that's the other way around.
That. You know who played keyboards in that?
Who did?
In the music video? Hans Zimmer.
Really?
Yeah.
Hans Zimmer.
Hans Zimmer.
No your joke. Guy.
Yeah.
That's your guy.
That's my boy, man. That's my boy.
Yeah. So if you don't know who Hans Zimmer is, he scores films.
He did
a lot of them.
He did, a ton of them. Inception, Interstellar.
Yeah.
Lion King.
If you like the film,
Dark Knight.
Hans Zimmer scored it.
I was gonna say, if you notice the music, it's John Williams or Hans Zimmer. That's or me, but you're living in the future.
Or Nick Thacker, who has his own. So Nick's like, he's a Renaissance man. A lot of people will call me a Renaissance man. I got nothing on Nick. Nick's got. I just have, you're a Renaissance man for all kinds of stuff that people don't know about. Well, there you go. That could
all the things people think it's easy, but it's not. You do all those things. They're kind of behind the scenes Renaissance man.
Behind the scenes Renaissance man.
I'm like
that's not the kind I wanted to be. I wanted to be that guy.
Joker. I'm a jester, court jester. I'm here to do tricks. Like Will said, play monkey, play.
You're like seeing a whole different set of comments.
I'm on because I don't see the comments on StreamYard. I see them on Facebook.
Okay, and we got a lot of people watching on YouTube. Oh man, a lot of people on YouTube. Most of the comments seem to be coming from YouTube. What's going on there?
What's going on there? I don't know. Russian hacking?
That's what it is. Somehow I'm only seeing YouTube comments.
Going back to what you were just saying, the millennial thing or the radio thing. I was reading a article on it's one of those throwaway websites, Bored Panda or something.
Yeah.
And it was about the people who are getting mad at millennials for partying. It's on like spring break at the beach. And everyone's like up in arms. They're like, hey, millennials have 10-year-old kids and our back hurts and we're at home baking bread. Like I think the generation you're looking for is Gen Z. The oldest millennial is like 40 years old, We're
too old.
We're not at spring break partying. Like, I would have done dumb shit back then, but that was 10 years ago. So
yeah. There's people my age doing that same dumb shit though. So I love how we blame everything on the millennials though. It's nice.
I'm here to be a scapegoat, man. That's
nice. After decades of Gen X being the root of all evil in the universe, I thought it was nice when the millennials came along and took up the mantle.
Yeah, that was nice.
Good of you. It's good of you.
I feel like your generation's made it when they give you a name instead of just a letter.
Yeah.
Boomers,
What's coming up next though? Because we got Gen Z right now.
We got Gen Z. We got Gen X. Gen Y. Is that boomers? No, that's millennials.
No, that's
that would have been.
Wouldn't that be millennials?
Yeah.
So yeah, Gen Z is the one that's out partying on spring break during the apocalypse.
Yeah.
They're the apocalypsers.
Apocalypsers. They're the ones we should be mad at. Always the younger ones.
It's Boomer and the Apocalypse Dancers.
Generations.
Wow. So I told everybody this would go 30 minutes, and it has. So we should probably go ahead and just wrap this up. But I had a good time, man. I hope everybody watching had a good time. You're the only one seeing the Facebook comments, so let me know if anybody there is disappointed.
Well, no, they were just asking questions about
black.
like, hey, Kevin, can you tell us about your political leaning and why you feel that way?
Okay. Well, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up then. And to wrap things up, I had something special. Oh, there he is. He's back.
Did I cut out?
Yeah, you cut out. That's fine.
My bad. No, I was reading Facebook comments, and mostly it's just normal stuff. People are asking you about your political leanings and why you feel that way.
Oh,
yes. You can get into that. You've got about 30 seconds if you wanted to get into some of that. But
darn it, we ran out of time. We're out of time.
Nobody actually asked that. Nobody wants to know.
That's fine. All right. Okay, man. Hey, thank you for being the first person on the Kevin show. And I don't know what's going to happen with this. Everybody watching this, I have no idea what I'm going to do next. But I thought maybe I'll just kind of try to keep doing this.
No, here's what you do. You just launch a new show every week and just have me as the guest the first time.
It's always the first episode.
But never actually do a second episode.
Next week for Tumlinson Tells. I'm purred happily. So, okay. I got an outro to play, so I'm going to play it. And everyone, if you are watching on YouTube, please hit that subscribe button.
Can I talk over your outro? Oh, he's dead.